These are the great mysteries. Never has there been a time for terror in the hearts of men like this. A new threat is upon us. A threat of kindness, a threat of sanity. Throw them into the pit.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to PBW, live from the Echo Arena in Liverpool. We are sold out and eagerly awaiting the commencement of the quarter-finals that are taking place tonight. 8 superstars, 4 matches, whistling down to 4 superstars in 2 matches, which will commence at our pay-per-view in 2 weeks, Fallout. But we are joined now by David Rouge, who I imagine has something to say about the events of last week when Darren Night lost his cool after being eliminated from the tournament completely unfairly, may I add, and maybe my personal opinion, but I think that's exactly what happened. Then went on some sort of rampage, attacked security, interfered in Philip Jackson's match, and then attacked possibly the worst situation that came out of last week, attacked Matthew Rouge with a vicious kick to the head. Matthew Rouge is not here tonight, and we do wish him the best of luck with his recovery, and hopefully he will be here next week. And David Rouge is right, that's exactly what tonight should be about. We are desperate for an answer. Wow, and it sounds like Darren Night has been put on probation. He can avoid suspension if he does not attack anyone. He's got a £50,000 fine. And wait a minute, we've got one more thing. Oh, and I think I know where this is going. And David Rouge looks about as happy as the rest of the fans do about this. Philip Jacks is going to be part of that public apology that is going to happen tonight. And wait a minute. Philip Jacks is going to join us. Do you know what? We don't want him out here, but he's going to join us anyway. Philip Jacks is making his way out here. And this guy, well, you can see he is beyond angry, but he's got only himself to blame for what happened last week. Attacking Darren Night. What's going to happen? What did he expect to happen? Trying to have him removed from the building, and instead Knight comes back in, delivers a knee to Jax's face, and then Troy Sanders hits the Showtime from the top rope. And Jax, do you know what? He's only got himself to blame. Oh, I bet he can't. I bet he can't wait for that. Well, and I apologise for his language here, ladies and gentlemen, but this guy is a loose cannon. And frankly, he can do whatever he wants because he's backed to the hills by his mother, Linda Rouge, who is giving him and handing him things on a plate. A PBW legacy, my ass. And that is not true. That is not true. And Jax is laying down an ultimatum to his father here. And that is amazing parenting. Do you know what? Good on David Rouge. Stands his ground, and Jax is, well, His face tells a million stories as he kicks the bottom rope in a petulant strop. And what did he mean by that? You know what? He won't be laughing last. And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. During the break, or just before the break, we saw David Rouge deny Philip Jacks a chance of a rematch, and also state that Darren Night will have to publicly apologise to those people who he attacked last week, and that does unfortunately include Philip Jacks, as Matt Tremont and David Rouge greet each other in the car park. Wow, big announcement. David Rouge has given Matt Tremont a chance at the #1 contendership. All he has to do is to defeat American Hustle next week. And I say all he has to do, that is one big task for one big guy. But who's David Rouge waiting for? Look, we must let's focus on what's going on here. We're now going to be joined by the first member of Pool A. It's going to be Eddie Van Hazard is out here. So we know Eddie Van Hazard is going to face either Diablo. He's going to face either Diablo, Cara Darkmore, or there is that possibility that he will be facing Alexander Vivacious Valentine. And frankly, this guy's done well to get where he is. I'll give him credit when credit's due, but out of all of those four, I mean, this guy must be the least favourite. I mean, he clearly fancies himself. You can see as he struts his way to the ring. He's not short in confidence. He knows it. If he performs, he could possibly win this. He thinks that. I'm not entirely sure the PBW universe feel the same. You can see he struts his way out here. He's a confident young man, and he does have a world of potential. That finishing move, the shock and awe, does have the potential to put anyone away. That backflip reverse DDT, sometimes using the turnbuckle, is what he's got. But who is he going to be up against? I mean, that's the big question. Oh my God, the Beast, Cara Darkmore is in the building. Cara Darkmore now making his way to the ring. And frankly, out of everyone that he possibly could have faced, Eddie Van Hazard will consider this, well, he's got to consider this to be the worst possible result. This guy, 6'9", possibly weighing in at over 300 pounds. He has got a good foot and possibly 100 odd pounds on Eddie Van Hazard. And if I'm a betting man, I'm putting my house, my dog, my cat, my goldfish, I'm putting them all on Cara Darkmore here. Eddie Van Hazard, you can see him walking around in the background. He does not look impressed. But this guy, what we saw last week, he came down and annihilated Darren Night. It would have been interesting to see what happened if those two had gone one-on-one. And now, Eddie Van Hazard, well, he's warming up. I don't see why not. If that was me, I'm laying down and I'm letting Cara Darkmore pin me. Van Hazard avoiding the grapple attempt from Darkmore and just dancing around. Cara Darkmore's just placed himself in the middle of the ring. He doesn't want to go anywhere. Eddie Van Hazard. Oh, Cara Darkmore raising an arm saying, "Come and get me." And do you know what? I can't. Eddie Van Hazard is looking around, trying to figure out where does he go next. Where does he go from here? And at a right hand, right jab, and Dartmore hardly moved. He didn't even react. Eddie Van Hazard, well, he's not sure of confidence. But if I were him, I wouldn't be. And Dartmore would blocks the shot, and then a forearm smash, and a big European uppercut. And Eddie Van Hazard is on the floor already. And he rolls himself very cleverly outside of the ring. And now wandering around, and where's he going? The referee begins his 10 count. Eddie Van Hazard moves himself around the ring, looking, and got to be thinking about where can I Where can I, where are the weak spots? Where can I hit Cara Dartmoor where it hurts? Hazard now making his way to the ring. And Dartmoor, almost like he's already won this match. He's barely even started the car, let alone in first gear. And Hazard giving taunts, and Dartmoor's had enough, and a huge belly-to-belly suplex over the top rope. And Cara Dartmoor now, is he going to take out Eddie Van Hazard? It's not going to take much, I don't think. And I think Cara's saying, you get the first shot. And Cara Dartmoor reverses and a left hand to Eddie Van Hazard and sends him out onto the apron. And for me, this match is barely an exhibition. And the referee trying to hold Dartmoor back as Van Hazard comes out from the ring. Well, wait, where's he going? Eddie Van Hazard has picked up a baseball bat, and we better get out of the way here because Cara Dartmoor is actually chasing Eddie Van Hazard around the ring, despite the fact Eddie Van Hazard has a baseball bat in hand. What's Hazard going to do? I don't think he's even planning on using that. And the referee here is administering the count, and he's saying, get back in the ring. And Hazard does, and now he's got the higher ground. What's going to happen? And now Dartmoor onto the apron. This is barely a match here. Eddie Van Hazard is moving around the ring, and he goes for another right hand, and Dartmoor with a kick to the gut, and then picks him up. Huge spine buster. And Hazard is in trouble now and rolls himself out the ring once again. Where does Hazard go from here? And he just rolling that shoulder and trying to just knock off what Dartmoor has done already. And now they're staring down. Oh, what a big boot! Hazard tried to surprise the big guy. He was not surprised. The only thing that surprised me was Cara Dartmoor didn't take Hazard's head off, and Hazard runs straight out of the ring once more. And Hazard's got to do something now. He's got to make a decision. Where is he going to go? Is he going to go back for that bat? And running around. The referee is now administering the 10 count once more. And Cara Dartmoor turns his back on Van Hazard. I mean, that's the ultimate show of disrespect. And I expect nothing less from Cara Dartmoor and Eddie Van Hazard. The referee's up to 5. Dartmoor now just inviting Hazard into the ring. Eddie Van Hazard, and the count's getting close to 10 here. He's got to get back into the ring. He's got to decide what he's going to do. And he's got that bat again, and he's deciding not to use it. And now he's onto the apron. He's gone back there. Eddie Van Hazard is leaving. He's leaving the ringside, and the referee's administering the count. There it is. Eddie Van Hazard just leaves the match inexplicably. I mean, this is the quarterfinals of a PBW tournament, and he's not even giving it a go. Well, he's barely giving it a go. And Cara Dartmoor, well, this guy's fuming, and he stares around the ring. I think he's in as much disbelief as Eddie Van Hazard is. He was ready to annihilate someone, and there's American Hustle watching in the back. Wait a minute, Matt Tremont has just attacked American Hustle in the back and drops a big knee across the face. What is this about? Oh, wait a minute. Matt Tremont is giving himself an advantage, ready for their match next week. American Hustle can't even know about the match. Hustle is down, and Matt Tremont attacked him. And what's he calling for now? As Hustle is completely unaware of what's going on, Matt Tremont hooks him up with that sickening power bomb through the table. Oh my God. Sweet mother. Ladies potatoes, that guy is out. And Tremont says, you and me, number 1 contender next week, just so you know. And I think American Hustle, I think he knows now. Inexplicable stuff from Matt Tremont again. And this guy is nasty. And that's it. Next week we will see Matt Tremont and American Hustle going one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship. But tonight We've already seen Eddie Van Hazard eliminate a competition. We know that means Diablo versus on Alexander Valentine. And what's going on here? David Rouge is showing somebody around the backstage area, and there's Eddie Van Hazard. And quite an accusatory tone Eddie Van Hazard has, and David Rouge is trying to hush what's going on. Who is that? Eddie Van Hazard is going to have somebody next week. But I think the more interesting question is, what is David Rouge doing backstage with that person? Who is he? We've got to get our heads back into the game, as we are now going to be joined by him, the man himself. Max Payne is coming to the ring from Pool B. We know Max Payne has possibly one of the hardest groups. He's either got Paul Putter, and although he possibly, people saying past his best, he has a wealth of experience. We saw what he did last week. He could possibly completely open up the game here and decide to take out Max Payne, and we know that could also mean Jax come into play. We also know Troy Sanders could possibly be in there as well, and then and my kind of dark pick for this tournament, Travis Red. The guy has a wealth of potential and the way it knows how to use it. Who is Max Payne's opponent going to be? It is Paul Putter, and that is a big problem for Max Payne, because not only is Putter an 8-time world champion, but he's also part of the Federation, and that, for all the money falling from the ceiling, is the biggest deal that's going to happen here. What are the Federation going to have in store for Max Payne? Paul Putter makes his way to the ring. Money falling from the sky. This guy has done it all in PBW, and maybe one last title run. And I've got to say that's an interesting pick, whether David Rouge has picked that himself or not. Max Payne and Paul Putter, two very different styles. Max Payne, a big striker, huge punches, huge kicks, using that knee for the Painsaw Massacre finisher. Paul Putter, a wily technician. He's got that STF, the cracked and scrambled, that really does do damage to the opponent. He'll be looking to make sure Max Payne doesn't build his momentum, as these two are ready to go here. And the referee rings the bell. We are underway. And the collar elbow tie-up. Paul Putter now. He's showing how much he is a technician. He's taking down Max Payne. And just lowering him to one knee. And now using the arm. Wrenching away at the arm, as we can see. And there he is. That's what he's going to do. And of all the Payne's possible more dominance in terms of strength and ability, Paul Putter has that technique. He will wear him down. He will look to stop the momentum of Max Payne, and that's what he's got to do if he is going to be part of this competition any further than this round, as Payne forces Putter back into the corner. And a clean break. And once again, these two lock up. Putter now into a headlock. Max Payne, he's got to be big. He's got to do something. Paul Putter now. A great takedown and a right hand to match. And Max Payne has got to know. He knows he's in a fight now. And Putter coming up and slamming Max Payne down face first. And Payne doesn't really know what's hit him. This isn't something that he's probably used to. Somebody dominating him in this type of way. And Paul Putter once again into a front face lock and a knee this time. Right to the face of Max Payne. And a right hand. and a headbutt. Max Payne is looking like he's in trouble, and a big face first driver into the floor, and then straight on top of him. And this is what Paul Putter needs to do. This is going to be his only option, is to take Max Payne to the floor and try and keep him there and trying to work away. And now, big stomp right to the back of that knee. I thought he was going for the cracked and scrambled, that STF. Paul Putter, he's done this for years, taking apart opponent piece by piece and just staying on top, and that's what he's got to do. And pulls Max Payne to his feet. Possibly not the best idea. But a shot to the back. This is unheard of. Max Payne is being dominated here by Paul Putter, and Putter now is not giving Max Payne a second to rest, and that's going to be the way. And he slaps away a right hand, and now Max Payne is opening up. Right hand after right hand, another right hand, putting Putter into the corner. But wait a minute, a well-timed kick to the face, and Paul Putter now hooks up Max Payne, and a huge elbow across the chest and across the throat area, and that will drive the wind out of you if you've got anything left. And now into that face lock, Putter now, and you know that chin lock, and look at the chin just positioned right in the corner between the elbow and the forearm, and that's what he is great at. But Payne is now battling out, and the crowd are coming to their feet. Max Payne with elbows into the Paul Putter's sternum, and a right hand, and another right hand, and another right hand, and Paul Putter is reeling now. This is exactly what he didn't want. Another right hands to the gut, sends him across, and looking for a clothesline, a big clothesline, and now Max Payne can start to build some momentum, and a kick right to the chest, and mounted. And look at those left hands, huge left hands to the face of Putter, and a stomp to the match. And Paul Putter is now in trouble. He's now got to find a way out. He's got to find a way to stop Max Payne driving him into that canvas, and Paul Putter sent into that corner. And again, a clever move. Putter now with clotheslines across the chest, and Max Payne just took too long there. And Paul Putter then got his chance, got his moment, picked his moment well, and took him down. And now a knee, and stomps to the chest, and Putter now working his way into Max Payne's playbook, and another chin lock, and look at it, a strike across the chest. And this is what he's going to do. He's just going to put Putter is going to put Payne onto the floor, and he's just going to keep him there. This is it. He's got to wear him down, take away all the stamina, take away the momentum, keep him where he wants him, and eventually Paul Putter's plan is to wear out Max Payne. And I've got to say, at the moment, it's working, but Payne again is up once more, and elbows again, and forces Putter to release the hold, but Putter back again, and look at that left hand, and he takes down Payne. And every piece of momentum that Max Payne thinks he's picking up, Paul Putter is just getting a little bit more as he hooks Payne up, and he's going to drop him across the turnbuckle. No, a power slam instead. And Max Payne he's in a world of trouble here. I've not seen Payne be dominated like this in a long time. As Putter again, and Max Payne's head bounces off that bottom turnbuckle, and I'm not sure he knows where he is. Oh yes, he does. And now he's winding up, and the left and the rights, and Paul Putter is looking like he's being electrocuted. He falls back to his feet, and now Max Payne, can he get some momentum back? Can he breathe the air into his lungs? And another big chop. Now this is where Paul Putter does not want to be, as Max Payne raises him up and a chin lock of his own and slams his head back down. And he's calling for it. He knows that there's got to be time. He may not be quite ready, but now another elbow to the temple, and Paul Putter is in real trouble here. And these strikes, each one of them carefully placed, Paul Putter rolls out onto the apron. And this is where Paul Putter just, his ring awareness is just so much better than everybody. But Max Payne says, "You're coming back in here," and slams him onto the floor. And Max Payne is well in control here. Paul Putter is in real trouble, and I've got to say, it's going to be moments away from possibly the Payne Saw massacre. as he raises Putter to his feet, and another right hand, and another right hand, and Paul Putter aware of what's going on, and now he puts him up. Wait a minute, powerbomb, big powerbomb from Paul Putter, and possibly taking too long here as he hooks Payne onto his knees, and there's a camel clutch, and putting Max Payne in these moves. No, Max Payne out before Paul Putter could really get the hold on and do some real damage as Max Payne picks him up. Oh, look at the strength, big strength and a big back body drop. And these two with such different styles, but you can see how each of them is planning to win this match. As Payne waits for Putter to come back up, and he's going to bring him in the hard way again. This really is being brought in the hard way, and Paul Putter now has taken a lot of damage as Max Payne hooks him up, and a big jawbreaker. Paul Putter looked out there. He looked out. His head, back of his head, hit the canvas as Max Payne is now winding up for a big right left hand and an uppercut to match. It's going to be over soon as Max Payne is looking for domination. He's looking to put Paul Putter away before he can start to wreak his own havoc, and another clothesline. 2. And Paul Putter, at the tender age of 50, is starting to look a little bit like he's in trouble, and Max Payne is going to be looking for that Superman punch. Here we go. No, Paul Putter slaps it away. And here we go. He's looking for the pile driver. Pile driver. Yes, he hit it. Max Payne's out. It's got to be over. 1, 2. No. Max Payne rolls a shoulder up, and the crowd. And I thought it was over there. Max Payne. And wait a minute. Travis Red is just on the stage now. Travis Red has appeared on the stage just watching these two competitors, and what business that he have out here is to just put pressure on one of these two, whoever he feels he's going to face in the next round. And there's classic full Nelson smash from Putter, and I think Max Payne has been busted open. He has, and Paul Putter now has got to be looking. He's got to realise that this is the best opportunity he's going to have. He hit the pile driver, got the 2 count. But I'm not quite sure if Putter can keep this up. And he's got to look quickly for that STF, but he keeps wearing down Max Payne. He keeps looking like he's desperate to hit that finisher, but isn't quite ready to do so. And now rides him up, and a big knee to the face. And now there's a bullseye on that head of Max Payne, and Paul Putter knows that he's just got to stay on top of him, and that isn't going to get him anywhere. Taunting is just going to give Max Payne a chance to come back, but he did come back there, and a huge clothesline that knocked Max Payne right onto his backside. As now Paul Putter picks him up, and a big side slam, and Max Payne's back on his backside. And at the moment, I can only see one winner as Paul Putter stamps away on the chest of Max Payne. And more right hands, and Paul Putter is now asserting his dominance on this match. And Max Payne says no more, and he's just standing there, and Putter now manages to get the headbutt. I thought Max Payne was going to start to build up some momentum as Paul Putter drives the elbow across the jaw of Max Payne. And Paul Putter now, he's got to be reeling. There's a few hard shots that Max Payne's managed to hit. There's a big double axe handle, and there's Troy Sanders. Troy Sanders is taking a big interest in this match, and we know Travis Red and Troy Sanders will meet later on tonight as Paul Putter slamming the head of Max Payne into the canvas. But we also know, and a huge matchup, Diablo will meet Alexander Valentine at some point tonight as well. As Paul Putter now into the cover. 1, 2. He's got him. No. And Max Payne rolls his shoulder off the canvas. It's a long 2 count. Long 2 count. And I've got to say, Max Payne got to pick up the pace. And I've not seen him dominated like this in a very long time. Certainly not in the last few weeks. But wait a minute, Pato's hooking up that power driver again. Max Payne is hit with a second power driver, signature move of Paul Patter. It's over. It's over. 2. It's over. No, it's not over. Oh. The crowd collectively held their breath. But Paul Patter now, not wasting any time, calling Max Payne to his feet. He's got to be looking for it. No, he's not. Max Payne says no. He's not going to be hit by the Crackdown Scramble and hooks him up. Is it time? Painsaw Massacre. Paul Patter's head, rebounding off the knee. 1, 2. Has he got him? He's got him, yes. One move. With one move, Max Payne puts away Paul Patter and strolls across straight to that turnbuckle. And I've got to say, Max Payne did not, for me, hit the heights that we knew he could. Paul Patter did a great job of keeping Max Payne nullified. But it was one move, that one Painsaw Massacre, that just did the job. And Paul Patter got to be ecstatic about the way that he performed as he lays unconscious on the canvas. But Max Payne is through to the next round and he's staring down, and now only he realises that Travis Red is there, and Travis just turns his back and walks into the back. But that's the way things are. Paul Patter, Eddie Van Hazard are out, and oh wait a minute, there's Cara Dartmoor, who's got to be pissed about what happened last week, and he just chucks. He chucks. Oh my gosh, he just chucked Zebedee Cunningham through that table. Oh wait, there's that guy who was being shown around by David Rouge. But we got to focus now. We got to go back into the mode that will show us Troy Sanders, who is making his way to the ring. And we know now that Troy Sanders and Travis Red are going to be facing off. And this guy at the age of 23 has done more than anyone could expect in this tournament. He beat Animal to qualify in a very impressive performance, and now is making it, and then beat Philip Jacks last week with a little help, only a smidge of help. I mean, come on, it wasn't too much from Darren Night as he makes his way to the ring for the biggest match of his career so far. He is going to be facing off against Travis Red for a spot in the semi-finals and to perform at PBW's first pay-per-view Fallout that will occur next Saturday. And here we go. We hear the music of Travis Red. And this guy, for me, he just has everything. I mean, this guy is a self-possessed monster. He will do anything it takes to win. He's got that slight arrogance and slight streak of somebody who's not quite there as he slaps his head on the way to the ring. And this guy has been impressive. He defeated Ad last week. He said that the collective nation will feel the wrath for being sinners. I just wonder, does this guy have what it takes to defeat everyone that we've got here? And if I'm honest, I think he does. He's got everything about him. He's got the strength, he's got the technique, he's quick, he's clever, he knows what to do to win. And he gets inside your head. This guy plays mind games like no other. I mean, you saw him staring down Max Payne there as these two face off, and Troy Sanders saying bring it. And I guarantee that Travis Red will. And Troy Sanders straight across the ring, and a huge clothesline out of nowhere. And Troy Sanders has taken it now to Travis Red, who decides, no, I'm fed up with that already, and puts Sanders into the corner, and a big knife edge chop. And what a start from Sanders. Straight into the face of Travis Red. No fear at all. And now Travis Red, I was about to say firmly in control, but Troy Sanders with an arm drag. And now sends him across the ropes. And flipped over and a big clothesline. And this kid is doing all he can take as he hooks up Travis Red, and a little bit of theatrics standing on his head. And this guy has everything that he needs to be a champion. In a few years' time, that's exactly where he's going to be looking, as a left jab to the stomach opens up. Wow. And Travis says, absolutely not! And slams Sanders down right onto his back, that version of a spine buster, as he takes Sanders back down to the apron. And Travis Red now trying to play the mind games, trying to get into the head of Troy Sanders, and a big discus forearm smash. And now this is where Sanders is going to be in trouble, as he picks him up, and a power bomb. And Troy Sanders is in trouble now. Travis Red is well on top. And now into the corner, and Travis moves out the way, and Travis misses, but comes back with a huge clothesline of it, and that is exactly why Troy Sanders needs to have eyes firmly in the back of his head. And now the brilliant athleticism of Travis Red with the big Hurricane Rana, and Sanders says, no, I'm going to do this my way, and a kick to the back, and now bounces off the ropes and looks for a knee drop across the mask of Travis Red, and that will not be pleasant. If you've ever worn a mask and been hit the side of the head, which I have, that is going to cause some big pain. Right now is Showtime up the top. What's he looking for? Is it time to fly already? And he's looking to put and a big elbow to the face. And I thought he was going to look to put Travis Red away with the Showtime already, but bounces across the ropes, and a Enziguri miss completely. And now Travis Red hooks him up into a sleeper hold. We've got problems here for Sanders, who is fading away. Troy Sanders is fading away. Is he? And he managing to break the hold? He is. And a bit nicely rolled out of that. And Sanders again, got to be careful. And a clever move across the back to put Travis Red back down to the canvas. And now a left hand and a knee to the midsection. And now Travis Red it is starting to become a little bit wayward. And a big reverse wheel kick. Great athleticism from Troy Sanders, who's now hooking the leg. 1, and not even a 2 count. Travis Red rolls his head off the canvas. Great athleticism from Troy Sanders. And Red again, he's up quickly. And those forearm smashes. And there's a kick to the midsection. And he misses with the missed with the discus clothesline, with the discus forearm. And Enziguri puts Sanders on his backside. And you can only wonder how long Sanders can withstand this punishment, as he's getting hooked up, and a big use of the ropes there. The referee should have stopped that. As now Sanders on the shoulders of Travis Red, and he hooks him up into the powerbomb and right into the exposed turnbuckle. You've got to think, as Travis Red stares down Troy Sanders, but Troy Sanders has got to think of something to do here. He's got to think of something different. He's got to have a better plan. They roll back into the ring, and Red straight back on with the smash. And Sanders replies with one of his own in a left hand. And a left hand to the stomach. And Sanders now building up a bit of momentum. What can he do to stop Travis Red? And what can he do? He sends him out of the ring. I thought he was going to gain something there. Wait a minute. Oh, fantastic move. Amazing athleticism as he takes out Travis Red and slams his head into the canvas. Troy Sanders might have it won here as he rolls him over. The hook of the leg. Could it be? 1, 2. He's got him. No! Travis Red, at the last possible moment, rolls his shoulder off the canvas, and I thought it was absolutely over now. Then as Troy Sanders now, brilliant moonsault. A standing moonsault and another cover, keeping on top, and not even a 1 count. And Troy Sanders puts his hand to his head, enough to say, what do I have to do to beat this guy? I think that's a question that people have been asking for a while now. Travis Red has been unfocused in terms of his goal of the PBW Championship, but has certainly made his is a big move. He's certainly made his mind up. This is what he wants. And he is wanting gold. He is determined to get it. And when this guy is focused on something, you've got to admit that it does not bode well for whoever's he's in the ring with. And Troy Sanders is proving that as he's been hit once, twice, 3 times across the back. And Travis Red is firmly in control. And I feel bad. Troy Sanders has all this potential as he's sent into the ropes. And a big bulldog. He is at the moment feeling the wrath of Travis Red, who now looking for... Wait a minute. Great reversal from Troy Sanders. And what's he going to do now? The right and the knee, and sends Travis out once more. And wait a minute, he's bouncing off that ropes again, looking for another springboard. A suicide dive to take out Travis Red. And although I thought it was about to be over, it may be, but just not for the person I thought it was going to be, as Troy Sanders now invites Travis Red to his feet. And I don't know if Red's going to like what he receives. And a springboard drop kick. Here we go. Looking for the cover. Could it be? Is it over? Is it? Oh, it's not. And I thought it was. I thought that was it. And so did Sanders, who is proving a complete and utter thorn in the side of Travis Red. Travis Red has got to be shocked by what he's receiving here as an amazing piece of athleticism. And that's what this guy has. He has that X factor. He has that belief in himself. Similar to what we talked about with Eddie Van Hazard. This guy is really backing it up against somebody who is expected to be defeated. And then Travis Red blocks and responds with shots of his own. And once again, and we saw this earlier, the referee's got to stop and using that bottom rope as a means to stop the head of Troy Sanders and send him across the rope once more. And Troy Sanders avoids it, but he does not avoid that one. Inzaguri right to the back of the head. And Troy Sanders now looks like the lights are on, but no one is home as, wait a minute, Red hooking up Sanders and sending him onto the top rope. What's he got in mind here? And a big knife edge chop to Troy Sanders, and another knife edge chop to Troy Sanders, and a third, and Troy Sanders comes off that top rope. And I think that was the best idea, because that was the worst place to be. As now Red hooks him up and slams him into that turnbuckle, and a knife edge chop once more. And is he going to go for more of them? As he hooks up Sanders, and you can see what this match has taken out of both men. But Red still has enough room in his arsenal for taunts, but maybe he shouldn't. Troy Sanders now up on the top rope. Is he thinking about it? Another elbow to the top of the head. And you've got to believe Troy Sanders looks a little bit hesitant about hitting that finishing maneuver. And a big somersault drop kick. And is it time now? What's Sanders looking for? Is he going to be looking for the frog splash? Is Sanders looking? He is! Frog splash! Straight to Travis Red, who absorbed all of that impact. 2, no, not quite 3. And I've got to say, on the basis of the person who's receiving the most near falls, you've got to say Troy Sanders has been the most impressive. And Travis Red is looking like he's reeling here. Once again, and another reversal. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Sanders fly. Sanders has flown, and he's got him. He hit him out of absolute nowhere. 1, 2, it's over. No, it's not over. How did Travis Red kick out of that one? And all of the punishment Red has received. You've got to believe that maybe Sanders now believes it's time. Sanders now heading to the top rope. Wait a minute. Right hand. And another right hand. And you've got to believe that that Troy Sanders is going to be looking to finish off Travis Red somewhere soon. And he's back to the top of the turnbuckle. And Travis Red. Oh, wait a minute. Travis Red. Oh, and Troy Sanders got caught on that top rope. And now once Travis Red got in mind and a right hand, as he pulls Troy Sanders up to the top rope as well, hooking him up, and a huge superplex. Both men lie momentarily on the canvas, and Red puts his hand across Sanders' face and nearly got the 3. And that's possibly Troy Sanders' downfall there, trying to taunt, trying to gauge and goad Travis Red as Travis Red calls him to his feet. And wait a minute, no! Sanders rolls him through with a clever fireman's carry and looking for another one. As Sanders flies as he hooks him up again. This has got to be it. This is not even a 2 count. I'm gobsmacked. Not even a 2 count. Travis Red said absolutely not. And Troy Sanders now, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board, and maybe he is, as he climbs the turnbuckle, and a brilliant arm drag to take down Travis Red. But I'm in shock. We've seen 2 Sanders fly from Troy Sanders. We still haven't seen the Showtime, but you've got to believe that Travis Red has not hit of any of his big moves. We've not seen the Red Raw at all, as Sanders sends Red across the ropes, and another huge suicide dive, and Troy Sanders is putting it all on the line, and he's just got to think about what it's going to take in order to take down Travis Red, and it's going to take a little bit more than that, as Red decides he's not going to fall for it and sends Sanders' head off the steps. And Troy Sanders now looking a bit like a ragdoll as Travis Red picks him up, and it's the difference between these two, the amount of damage that Troy Sanders has received on his head, cannoned off the side of our apron, and Travis Red now has become mean, and he's going to a place which really not many people have been to. He's a dark individual when he wants to be. And Troy Sanders is finding out the hard way what it takes to be PBW champion as Travis Red decides it's time to hook up Troy Sanders, and then oh, what a reversal. Sanders reversed it and now hooks him up. Face first, electric chair driver. Amazing reversal from Troy Sanders as he now heads to the top rope. And now he's looking for it. Is he going to hit it? Looking for the Showtime. He gets it. He gets it. Travis Red with his backside on the canvas too. No, I can't believe it. The crowd have their hands in their head. But Sanders now, he's looking for it again. He's calling for it again. The second time. Travis Red is in big trouble. Wait a minute. What the hell is Philip Jacks doing out here? Goading. No, but Sanders said no. Oh, wait a minute. The interference from Philip Jacks gave Travis Red enough time to regain his bearings. And now it's time for Troy Sanders to get Red Raw. 1, 2, not this way. Philip Jacks has a hand in Travis Red progressing through to Fallout and the semi-finals, as I can't believe, and as we look back on what's happened, that Philip Jacks once again interferes in a match. Troy Sanders distracted momentarily, and that's all it took for this guy to be through to the semi-finals of the PBW tournament. And Max Payne, who will face off with Travis Red needs to have his A game on, because if he does not, this guy is going to completely tear him apart as he walks out from the ring purposefully. And this guy is creepy beyond belief. But there we are, Troy Sanders out of this tournament. We know that it will be Max Payne and Travis Red at Fallout. What we are going to find out next, ladies and gentlemen, will it be Diablo? Will it be Alexander Valentine? Who will join them in the semi-finals? And here's another update for you. We know that we've been inundated with calls about Matsuda Tanaka. He was discharged from hospital last night with a neck injury from that pile driver from Paul Putter. We do not know when he's going to be returning to action. It could be within the next month. Doctors are hopeful. But we need to focus now as Alexander Valentine makes his way to the ring. This guy is hot at the moment. You could fry an egg on him. The crowd love him. And has he got what it takes to do what nobody else has been able to do for the past year? And that is to pin Diablo. That is the big question. Because if he does not, if he doesn't, we are going to see the Horn Beast in the semi-finals of the PBW tournament against Cara Dartmoor. And this match is huge for both these men. It's been building their little rivalry ever since week 1 when ADV stopped. Wait a minute. Wait, Cara Dartmoor has just made his way into the ring. No, come on. Not this. Where the hell did he come from? I didn't see him come through the crowd. Cara Dartmoor is now taking apart Alexander Valentine. Come on. This is supposed to be a match, for God's sake. The referee hasn't even rung the bell because nobody else is in. Wait, no, come on. As Cara Dartmoor hits the Dart Driver. Alexander Valentine. Completely unexpected. Wait a minute. Diablo is now walking towards the ring. Slides in. And wait. He's staring down Cara Dartmoor. He's staring down Cara Dartmoor. The bell has rung. These two are about to go. Diablo versus Cara Dartmoor. Wait a minute. Diablo now. No. Alexander Valentine was just getting back to his feet as Diablo hits another blind rage. And he hooks the leg. No, not this way. Not this way. Damn it. Diablo is through to the semi-finals, and I think Cara Dartmoor has chosen Diablo as his opponent. What the hell has just gone on? But it can be confirmed that Fallout, we will see Diablo versus Cara Dartmoor and Max Payne versus Travis Red as David Rouge. Who's this guy? Do you know what? I think David Rouge is trying to get somebody to invest in this company. What the hell is going on? Okay, but we're going to see Darren Night in the ring. Well, this is a bizarre turn of events. Darren Night is in the PBW ring, not for the first time, but it could be, hopefully, this could be a means to end all of this. Oh, he's right. Yes, they do. The fans love him here. Whoa. And I think I agree with Darren Night. That's exactly what it is the problem here. He needs to apologise for the one being wronged in the first place. Darren Night addressing Linda Rouge. And I hope he does. Carry on doing what you're doing, man. Huge words from Darren Night to Philip Jacks and Linda Rouge. Knee jacks. And that's it. That's the reason why he's here, ladies and gentlemen. He's got to apologise for what went down last week. Oh, there's one down. And there's two, and this one is going to be the hardest one. He's got to apologise to Philip Jacks. Oh, I knew. You could just bet on it. Philip Jacks has been sticking his nose where it's not wanted all night. And he's got a microphone, so he's clearly got more to say, and he seems in a much better mood than he was earlier in the show. And he was responsible for Troy Sanders being out of this competition. Look at him lapping this up, walking slowly to the ring. This guy is an asshole. And look at the way he saunters in. Well, he's not doing anything, it's his mum. And these two have not liked each other since day one, but come on. Let's get this over with. The apology is done. Darren Night can get back to being in the ring, and Philip Jacks were leaving the ring, and oh my gosh, Darren Night should have just left it at that. And Philip Jacks is back in his face now. And Darren Night is letting Philip Jacks absolutely have it. And he's got to stop. He's got to stop now. He said sorry. He's just got to leave it. Oh my God. Darren Night has let Jacks absolutely have it. Wait a minute, Jacks looking to attack Darren Night. Wait a minute, he didn't connect. Darren Night hooks him up. Version 2 neckbreaker coming Jacks' way. But what does this mean? What does this mean? What has Darren Night done?